Hey everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just going to into Bitcoin. Big up the CoinsKid crew. So wow, yesterday we did see the DXY bounce off 103.182. Yesterday, look at that, and right now it's coming up. It bounced on the absolute yellow line. Look at that, beautiful. Yesterday, as it were doing it, you know, as anticipated, like I did make a tweet and in the various videos that I've been posting, I expected a pullback in crypto, and we've got exactly that. So they do say, show me the charts, tell me the news, and you know, we knew this correction was coming long before, you know, the narrative yesterday about Binance and other things on, you know, FUD campaign right there started to come out, and people are feeling really fearful at that point. So I think a correction at play at the moment. It will no longer be a correction if you start to break down below key levels of structure and support. It will no longer be a micro correction in the short term. It will become a macro correction if we start to see certain things here. But I'm going to give Bitcoin the benefit of the doubt. Like I said to you, it's above its weekly 20. We've got the DXY below its weekly 20. So technically the DXY is bearish and Bitcoin's bullish. It really is simple, okay? Until we start to break back above the 20, the thick yellow line for the DXY, I remain cautiously bullish on Bitcoin here, okay? So I think we're looking for support. Once we find that, we're going to continue the show basically, and the clue is in the DXY. This is why for, you know, a few days right now, even when we were creating this channel coming up way back there in the summer, I was getting really bullish on Bitcoin, okay, and we broke down back to resistance, dropped. I said to you, you know, even creating this channel, once we come down here and find support on the bottom of this channel, usually that's a good area to take profit, not necessarily look into any longs, and we'll start to come up, okay? And we've got to kick back, relax, be patient. The DXY is the clue, because if it does what it does last year, comes up into the 10 EMA at that point like it did last year, like I relayed to you, and drops, there's a sweet spot for Bitcoin right there. Really as simple, okay? So kick back, relax over the next few days, not necessarily still piling into any longs at this position. I know people think that the correction's over, but I'm looking at certain charts that are sort of foretelling that this correction is not necessarily over at the moment, okay? So I do think the correction could be over by sort of end of the week right here, and then we could be beginning, you know, to go back up the stairs to Bitcoin, especially by next week, because of something I'm looking at with what happened in correlation with the DXY last year. And I've gone through this with you in multiple videos, but so far so good. We're crushing this market, we're riding the waves, we're nailing support, we're nailing resistance, we're absolutely killing it, okay? I remember the trade that I posted for you on Casper a few days ago. It was a 57% long, and it dropped around about 25% from that 2-fib target right there. What a trade that was, okay, for the CoinsKid crew. So aside from that, we're doing really well, okay? And like I said to you, there's no bias on this channel. Goes up, goes down. We try and ride the waves, try and make money on a daily basis, and we're absolutely crushing it, okay? So just kick back, relax over the next few days. Let's see what happens with the DXY, okay? It's the clue, it's the golden ticket, and this is why I show you every single day in the charts. The DXY is my golden ticket, and this is why I'm able to call the waves, the moves so well for Bitcoin and the crypto market, is simply because of this DXY chart, okay? So I'm respecting this. At the moment, what we did for the DXY, we found support on 103.82. Look at that on the wick right there, and right now, you know, this is yesterday's chart. I'm going to show you today's chart in a moment, but right now we're coming up, okay? So we're looking for the resistance above, okay? Like I said to you, let's dive into the DXY chart right now to see what we can see, okay? So look at this beautiful little chart that we've got in front of us. This is a golden ticket. This is your secret to making money in crypto, is this chart, and I've relayed this to you. You know, since I found this chart, whoever introduced me to it, thank you very much, because it's made me an awful amount of money going forward, okay? And you know, I'm just riding the waves with this chart basically. So what I'm looking at the moment, we've had this rising wedge in the summer, okay, and then we had the breakdown, the backtest, the drop, and Bitcoin went vertical basically. So at this point, as we come down to the technical target of where you form the wedge, this is the point right now. This is the big question mark over whether or not Bitcoin drops like a stone or finds support and continues with the trend, which is up basically. And we're looking for the continuation for the remainder of the year. I think the clue is in this chart over the next few days. What happens here? Are we running to the 10 EMA pretty much like we did last year at that point? So far so good, you know, right on the money. It's ridiculous. If we get that resistance on the 10 EMA, whatever Bitcoin's doing at the time, wherever it is, what price it is on the 10 EMA retest, I'm going to go long, okay? I'm going to add to my spot positions, and I'm going to use a really tight stop loss as well to negate that trade, okay? And I think it could be one of the best trades, you know, going forward to end the year off. It could be that monster trade towards the 47k. There's no bias, obviously. If we break above this chart and start to take out all the resistance above, we're no longer looking like we were there, and at this point we start to take out this resistance and turn into support. I would imagine Bitcoin's looking at a deeper correction, and we have to, you know, simply respect the data in the charts right now. So far so good. Let's kick back, like I said to you, be patient over the next few days. Look at this retracement, this V shape going off right now, okay, into this god candle breakout, the 10 EMA potentially get resistance and drop. If we see that, wow, Bitcoin's going to go vertical and continue. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart right now to see what's going on, okay? So taking a look at Bitcoin on the daily time frame for the buy and sell indicator from CoinsKid, it's doing really well. Okay, so it told us to buy way back there, told us to sell, told us to buy, told us to buy, told us to buy, told us to sell at that point. You know, the tippy top way back there in December of 21. Okay, look at that, and it came back down and told us to buy again, told us to sell immediately straight after it. It was a bit of a fake out signal right there. Then look at that beautiful buy signal that it printed in January this year, and boom, you know, it's been beautiful ever since. A bit of an out just there on that sideways consolidation correction. Look at that. You know, basically that is the same as this. You come up just like this came down. You've got in-out signal before continuation. You've got in-out signal potentially before continuation. Okay, so you know you've just printed a beautiful buy signal recently. I think in October, wasn't it? After all this blood and depression way back there in October, printed another buy signal, and right now, you know, we're doing well. So until we print another red signal, a sell signal, I'm going to respect the data in the charts, not the motion, not the news, not the narrative, the FUD, the campaigns, whatever. I'm just respecting the data. Okay, and if I start to see a sell signal, I will relay that message to you. But so far, so good. You know, the data in the charts is what I'm paying attention to. Like I keep telling you, data not emotion. Okay, so we're doing well. Beautiful little indicator. You can get involved in this indicator. The link's on coinskid.com and in each and every single video description. Let's dive into the Bitcoin on the 4-hourly time frame to see what we can see. Okay. So looking at Bitcoin on a 4-hourly time frame, I think this has been the top of an impulsive move, and you know, I gave you so much confluence at that particular level as well. Kept relaying in the charts. You know, at this point, from this point, you know, when we came up in April this year, we got the overlapping zigzag waves. We got this false high, which I said to you, I think is a B wave. And at this point, when we started to come back down, I was looking for 5 waves. Okay, like I said to you, I'm looking for 5 waves in the C wave. Once we see those 5 waves with a bullish divergence, you know, for me, I think it's an opportunity, and it has been proven that, you know, we got the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, and you know, I know the absolute blood, fear, and despair at that point, but I said to you, this is a golden opportunity for us to come back up and confirm this is a wave 3. So I think that what we're doing right now, I think we're in a wave 3. Respectfully, Bitcoin is actually in a wave 3. This is a wave 3. Okay, the invalidation of such from a structure standpoint is really simple. It's this low that we put in September. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to work that out. Okay, so this is an impulsive move, because what we've got here for Bitcoin at the moment, unless it's some kind of, you know, nasty A, B, C zigzag correction like that, I think that Bitcoin's looking impulsive. Okay, at the moment, just respecting the charts. And what we've got from November last year was a 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. Then we came in for the monster ABC zigzag. You know, not a zigzag, sorry, a flat correction. A lot of the altcoins put in a zigzag, the likes of Ethereum. And from this point, we're putting another impulsive move, taking out this high. So again, it's really simple to see where that impulsive move in theory should go to. So from the low to the previous pivot high, you can clearly see we've tapped the 1618 like an absolute boss. We've had some resistance on the 1272 and the 1414, but right now we're tapping the 1618 like a boss, consolidating a range, looking for the continuation. So like I said to you, typically where wave 3s get to, in my experience, is the 2.618. So this is why, in confluence to my analysis, you know, from way back when we broke this level of resistance, I do think that Bitcoin's trying to get to this leg here. Okay, because it's typically what we see. Here's your resistance point, okay? Then you broke this resistance here, fell back to it twice to confirm this neckline as support. And like I said to you, at this point here, you know, for me, I think Bitcoin's trying to get to this level of resistance here, and then obviously the all-time high and break it, because this is a falling wedge basically on a massive scale. You know, on a daily time frame, on a weekly, it's a falling wedge, and Bitcoin broke out just there way back in January, which I relayed to you. So far so good. From this point here in this position, we're literally not that far away from that 47k target that was given you at the start of the year when we broke out that trend line. Okay, and this is what I said to you at the time. I said, once we break out this level of resistance, you fall back to a support. That's your entry point with really tight stop loss. At that point, you're going to march your way back up the stairs, and we're doing exactly that. So I can't get bearish at the moment, because I think that what we've done here, there's no bullshit, it's not hopium. What we've got is a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and from that point we've had a simple overlapping waves which give the game away. A, B, C wave correction, and right now we're impulsive again, and this in theory, you know, should have subsets of waves within inside it, impulsive, corrective, so on and so forth, which is exactly what we're seeing, you know, to the wall, to the minimal target, the 2618 at 47k right there. So it's on its way, but again, I can't tell you whether or not we're going to come back deeper here, retrace whatever, but what I can tell you is that that is your bull market support. You know, I'm going to try and find obviously higher levels of resistance and support going forward that start to negate this bullish outlook for Bitcoin, but at the minute we have to respect that what you've done, you've took out the July high, and this is looking incredibly impulsive and bullish is this chart. Really simple. Okay, so I think the confluence at this particular level, like I said to you, I kept showing you that confluence at that particular level in April was many other charts, but one of the main charts that I've shown you was confluence that was the top of an impulsive move with so many other coins. Okay, but one key coin was Ethereum, and I kept showing you this. Okay, so if we take a look at the Ethereum new price to scale just there, this was confluence to my analysis that was the top of an impulsive move because of what Ethereum did. If you take a look for Ethereum, we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so beautiful 5-wave impulsive move up, and then Ethereum adds some kind of A at this point as well. Then the B, it never made the higher high where Bitcoin did. It was a bull trap, which is quite common with Bitcoin. We've just gone through a macro one. I don't need to explain that to you. And then the C wave drop. Okay, and again, what we've got here respectfully for Ethereum at the moment is it's lagging behind Bitcoin because Bitcoin's took out its July high already. Okay, but Ethereum, sorry, is not. And what we've got here for Ethereum is a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tapping resistance, overlapping zigzag waves coming back, which are corrective waves, just like this corrective wave, just like this corrective wave coming back. And right now you're looking to break the local high in April. So I think that Ethereum's lagging. It's actually offering a greater opportunity going forward than Bitcoin. And this is typically what we do see. So if we do start to see over the next few weeks or so, Bitcoin hold its support, starts to come up and take out the 1618 and get to the 2618. For me, I think there's some golden opportunities in some of these altcoins. For XRP, I think, I've got the targets right there. At Ethereum as well, I've got given you targets right there. So it's all about structure and support going forward. At the minute, just respecting the data. I can't get too bearish on Bitcoin. People think I'm a moon boy and things like that, but, it's just respecting the data and the charts. And this is what I said to you. If you're coming up impulsively and correctively, you're doing exactly that. So we have to respect it at the moment. So at the moment, we've tapped the 1618 like a boss. We're sort of retracing. Okay, we could have a deeper correction coming back. I'll be looking for the 1 fib because typically what you do once you start to break out highs, you do tend to come back to some support. So if we are in some kind of ABC zigzag here, come back down to that support, the 1 fib at 31884, and then start to come back up. Absolutely possible. Can't take it off the table, but I'm trying to find the bottom of the correction for you. And I think if we start to break down below this ascending level support just there that we've got for Bitcoin on the 4-hourly time frame, then yeah, I will entertain the fact that that's been an A wave here, that's been a B wave, and right now in a C wave, roughly to the 1 fib at this previous swing high. You've broken out. You've got basically a god candle just there as well where you've broken out resistance, so that would be a target. If you do start to break down at this point, you start to turn this trend line to resistance, hold it, lose its support, turn it to resistance, and I'm looking at that big ABC zigzag right there. But I think that what we've got for Bitcoin at the moment from this peak here until the 1618, I think we're going sideways. I think we've got some kind of compression pattern at the moment. You could possibly look at this as some kind of ascending triangle, horizontal, whatever you want to do. We've got a massive level of resistance just there, and at the moment, on the micro, we do have an ascending level support, so possibly we're getting really compressed ascending triangle, like I said to you, or symmetrical triangle, whatever. We're looking to continue. So I think there's data in the charts right now. If we see the DXY run into that 10 EMA and then we start to see it roll for the remainder of the year, I think Bitcoin could be on the cusp of a breakout to 47k at least. Okay, and I've been looking at this for a very long time. And then again, like I said to you, the opportunity will be in the altcoins because they go up like 10, 20 times as much as Bitcoin does, and that's really, that's the truth of it. So I wish everyone the most luck. Can't get too bearish just yet. I'm just going to kick back, relax, wait, see what we do on that 10 EMA retest for the DXY, and then go from there, and I'll relay that data to you. But at the minute, Bitcoin is impulsive and corrective, so it is until it isn't, and as soon as it turns a corner, I'll relay that message to you. Okay, so good luck everybody, see you tomorrow, take care, bye bye.